What's different between these two things except the shape? They have same color, they have same taste, same vitamin, and they both still fresh. But why? You will probably find this thing in market and this one in the trash. So why does this happen? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Karl Davin. I'm from Mentioning Path. According to the Bappenas, Indonesia has lost around 23 to 48 million metric tons of food every year. This amount is enough to address the country malnourishment problem. One of the biggest contributors to this problem is the agriculture field. In agriculture, the products that used to be sold are usually divided into several standards, and the products that don't meet the standard will be discarded. Maybe some people will think it's common or it's not a big deal, but this kind of not a big deal things resulted in this. 30% of the harvest is usually thrown away and become food waste. The price of the product increased 2-3 times from the farmer to the market because of the inefficient supply chains, losses backup, fluctuating supply and demand, and etc. From the consumer side, the sustainable consumer market grows 7.1 times compared to the unsustainable conventional market. Based on this data, we can conclude that there are three market pain points. The first is the price is an important concern for the customer to buying groceries. Second, a lot of food is waste because it doesn't fulfill market standard. The last one is there is no easy way to buy groceries at minimum prices. There's a mismatch between supply and demand, so that's why to solve this problem we create Sugar Box. Sugar Box is a marketplace that sells imperfect agricultural product directly from the farmer to the customer at lower price point. It can be up to 40% below the market prices. Our vision is we want to empower farmer by increasing their income, and we want to prevent food loss while gaining economic value to make it sustainable. Here's the difference. For conventional market process, start with the farmer, then sorting, then divide it into qualified and unqualified product. For the unqualified one, usually thrown away, and for the qualified will be passed to the market and consumer. For our process, we will pick up the unqualified products and sell them at lower price point. The main difference between us with other businesses or startups, first is they focus on the market standard product. Second, they have fairly high prices. And for the conventional one, they manage their operation manually.
Hello, I'm Gabriela from Mobile Development Path. The technologies that we use to build our mobile application are Android Studio and Kotlin. For our recommendation system, we use TensorFlow, and for the backend, we use Google Cloud as the cloud storage, Laravel, and Flask. Now, I will explain to you the UI UX design of our application. We made the UI as simple as possible so that the user will be able to use our application easily. So, the first thing that user need to do is to log into our application. For new users, they can register themselves only by swiping right or clicking the register text on the application. This application is divided into three main sections that can be accessed through the bottom navigation bar. The first one is Home, where users can choose the kind of product they want to buy. In this section, there are some see all text that can be used if the user wants to browse all the available products. Second is Transaction, where users can see the in progress and history of their transaction. And the last one is Profile, where users can change their application theme, accessing their rating feature, and logging out from the application.
Hi, I'm Stanley from Mobile Development Pad, and now I will explain the features in Box application. First, the cart feature. User can add the product to the cart and open it by clicking the cart icon. On the cart page, we can easily add and remove the chosen products. This feature allows the customer to see their order, change quantities, remove items, and check out the selected items. From the cart, if user click the Out button, they will move to the Out page. Here, users have to choose their shipping address by opening the maps and save the current location or the location they want to pick. After that, they can choose the shipping address that they want. After selecting the address, user can select the shipping method and see the cost. Then they can easily make order. Here, the user will be able to check the payment details and complete their orders. The third feature is rating. After a user finishes their order, they can rate the products by accessing this feature either through the profile section or through Get Us button at the history section. This feature allows the user to rate us both in terms of services and products. The next feature is dark mode. In the profile section, we can change the application display theme to dark mode or light mode. This feature allows users to choose their preferences regarding the application theme.
Hi, I'm Aldi Rozak from Machine Learning Pad. A recommendation system is an information filtering system that attempts to predict user preferences. For this system, we use a collaborative filtering method to find similarities between user and purchase items. The first step is the user data will enter into the dataset. Then, the data will be executed by the system. And after that, we use transfer learning to store the knowledge. From this process, the results obtained are in form of the recommended product for each user. Let me give you some example of the method we use, which is collaborative filtering. From the table, we know that Bobby bought spinach, potatoes, and cucumbers. Michael bought potato and tomatoes. Jane bought spinach and carrots. And Paul bought cucumbers and tomatoes. So, based on our system, it is very likely that Paul will be recommended potatoes for his next purchase.
Hi, I'm Silmi Afifa from Code Computing Pad. Now I will explain our dataset. For dataset, we use the price for the Jakarta area because we plan for reach the market in this area first. And our dataset research from infopangan.jakarta.go.id. For cloud architecture, apps will access the API from the backend server. In addition, the developer accesses the server to deploy the service to production. Compute engine server using several services from Google Cloud Production. The first is for managing large file using cloud storage and for database management using cloud standard query language.
Hello, I'm Widi from Cloud Computing Pad. Now, I will explain to you our application deployment process. First, we use version control system, which is GitHub, to develop our apps and to easily collaborate between teams. Then, we use the GitHub action for CI/CD tools to automate deployment. We use continuous integration to test our code quality and continuous delivery to trigger the news delivery code to the server. We use a Docker container architecture to run our backend service and machine learning service on production server. After building the Docker, we push the news image to GitLab private registry. After that, we run and deploy backend and machine learning service to the server using container orchestration, which is Docker Swarm, to manage a Docker container and run our service to the production server.
Now I will explain this application product roadmap. The user target for this application are users aged 24 up to 40 who own micro or small or medium culinary business located in Jakarta, Bogor, Depok, and Bekasi areas. The reason we chose those areas is that based on our research, we believe these areas has huge potential for us to sell our product. Besides that, 24 is most likely the age when people start their business as they get married, and people in their 40s usually are still able to easily understand and use the newest technology. For the 6-month project milestone, our team divided the activities into 3 chapters. Each chapter will be done in 2 months. For the first 2 months, we will create the website prototypes and its features, make the hi-fi mockup and user validation, cooperate with more farmers, and develop the brand identity through digital marketing. Then in the next chapter, we will continue making the hi-fi mockup and the validation, developing online warehouse, and collaborating with the logistic company and Marga Larva. At the last 2 months, we will finally launch the application, publish it through media, and optimize the SEO. And there are 3 categories for the budgeting, which is operational, containing transportation and food that take 10% of the budget, app development containing Figma Professional, etc., as mentioned in the presentation, that takes 50% of the budget, and product marketing contains social media advertising and many more that will take 40% of the budget. These are our members, and that's all from us. Thank you for your attention.